All right. I'm just gonna open the door, guys.
All right.
Okay.
I just opened the door.
Do it. You did.
All right, I did.
A staircase leads down into
Hey,
darkness.
going down anyway.
15 feet ahead of you, when you first open the door, you see that the staircase turns sharply to the left. The passage is very narrow, only about 3.5 feet wide.
All right, I will listen around this corner and see if there's anything that maybe makes me feel like a bottomless pit.
Mm.
Hmm. Perception?
Yep.
Yeah, not good at blind. Good.
All you can hear is the heavy breathing of Thill.
Hey. All right, sweet. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Here we go.
I
Here we go.
remember when I had an unseen servant to go ahead of us. Those were good times. It seems like such a long time ago now.
All right. As you head down the stairs, they reach a landing at the bottom, which makes a sharp right-hand turn. The passageway goes on for about 25 feet.
Okay, I will begin looking for those 3 little holes that I can stick my mouse fingers in.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should stand back.
Yeah.
I foresee JoJo's death. Goodbye, sweet JoJo.
Jojo, as you look around, you had an idea of what you're looking for sure. So I did give you advantage on the check. If you had not had advantage, you are confident you would have missed it, despite its obvious placement. There is a secret door on the western wall at the very end of the passageway.
Okay, I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna see. Is it? It's not letting me just walk through it. So just FYI.
Oh yeah. So were you gonna try to open it?
I was gonna see if I could accidentally walk through it. As well. That was something you kind of mentioned. Was like a whoops.
Oh yeah. I don't think you guys can accidentally open it. Try hitting the
Okay.
E. Try hitting E on your keyboard.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Oh. I'm assuming you did that.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. I'm
All right.
walking in.
As you open it and walk in, you are need to make a dexterity saving throw or become entangled in webbing.
Stay back.
This is where Trigger Happy would have saved the day, because then it would have been like pause, force you to make a roll, all that spicy stuff. All right. As you feel it start to get in your face, it's just like walking through a cobweb or a spiderweb in real life. You immediately start batting at it, and realize that yeah, there's quite a bit of dusty, clogged up passage here. Just these webs. It seems that no spider has been in them in some time.
50 spiders. All right.
I'm gonna
There's
burn
2 doors
away the
ahead
webs
of
before
us.
we walk through.
Bone
Burn
spiders.
away at some of the spider webs.
All right. All right. You burn them away.
You okay, Jojo?
Oh, JoJo, you survived.
The spiders. I'm not afraid of those.
All right. The secret door opens into a spider-choked passageway. Sorry, spider web-choked passageway. 10 feet wide, with an 8-foot-high, sort of arched ceiling. About 25 feet in to your right, you see a set of double doors, and about 15 or 20 feet beyond that, to your left, you see another door.
Yeah, up here. All right. I'm going to just keep going down, but I would like to be cautious about my steps.
Okay.
Oh, there's another door over there.
Another door.
Yes, Jojo, up ahead, about 20 feet, you see on your right another set of double doors. The passage continues on past the light of your torch.
Okay. I think we'll keep coming, Evelyn. Keep coming. I can't. There might be a pier.
All right. It seems that there is a passage that leads to the west, but it is blocked by fallen debris and choked with more spider webs.
It seems we found sort of a main hallway. Much larger
Jojo
than the
mumbles
other
a
areas.
lion joke.
Perhaps these double doors lead to a grand room.
I thought the other room was pretty grand, but this does seem to be
Yeah. So far,
an odd place for a throne room, but
yeah.
right next to those stables. But
And so far, every time there's been double doors, there's been stairs. So we probably can assume that and just. You want to go down the single door here?
Yeah, I want to
there were some double doors at the north end of that other throne room.
Yeah, there were.
I'll just send out 6 unseen servants and have them find the parts for us. I think they only have a range of like 60 feet.
Okay, it's 10 minutes apiece to summon them. So by the time you summon the 6th one, the first one will have disappeared.
They can't go more than 60 feet away from me anyway.
I say 1 door is probably better than 4 doors.
Yeah.
That's true.
Let's do it.
Hold on.
I'm going to listen at the door and see if there's anything on the other.
As he does that.
Jojo, you feel confident that there is no sound emanating from the other side of the door.
I'm confident there's no sound on the other side of this door.
Okay. You see wrapped in desiccated, dusty webbing, a humanoid form.
There's a humanoid form over here.
Is it a skeleton?
Yeah, it looks like it's
it kind of has like a little bit of like a mummy vibe going on, because it is obviously some kind of skeleton of a small creature, and it is wrapped up in very old, dusty webbing.
All right, you guys want to like back up, like behind the door?
If it would make you feel better, I could put a skeleton down so that you have a visual aid.
I'll probably just see if I could like mess with it, and if there's a problem. Oh my god, why'd you do that? All right.
Visual aid.
Before as you walk into it, I want to mention to the group, you've been passing by spider webs, and now we found a small humanoid wrapped in like something. So we should be on our guard.
There we go.
Wrapped in spider webbing?
Probably spider webbing.
Yeah, that's what you said. It was wrapped in spider.
Yeah.
Either the spider hasn't finished its meal or it's long gone by now.
Yeah.
A medicine check would be the skill used to perform an autopsy, so it'd be intelligence medicine. Or I guess wisdom medicine could also work as you try to sort of intuit what happened.
Evelyn pops up and says, "Let me take a look at it."
All right, you got to do a blind roll though, because if you flub these knowledge checks, you get misinformation, like the good old days.
Well, they investigate the room. Bill will ritual cast detect. I'm sure it'll take them a while to investigate.
Yeah, generally, doing something like checking out a corpse like this is like a 10-15 minute task. So yeah, you could bust out a detect magic. All right, let's see what we got here. Evelyn, that's a great medicine check.
I don't know if I can trust you.
So, as you are checking out the body, you see that long ago, it was wearing a very simple, like, leather satchel, leather belt kind of deal, little sheath. In the sheath is a stone dagger. The skeleton seems to be of a frog-like creature. Now, the people of New Valoria have had limited exposure in the last 25 years to a people known as the Kroken, who are frog people who have a society that is built on honor and good deeds. They really don't mesh well with the Valorian way of life. So you guys have never really been able to connect with them in a meaningful way. They also live in the fungal forests across the great inlet bay, essentially, that you guys initially thought was the ocean when you first settled the Cursed Valley. This is similar to that, but to say that this is a Kroken skeleton would be like saying a woke ape is a Valorian. So this is a much more primitive build than a Kroken. Yeah.
I'll relay that back to the party.
Okay. Your best guess is that this creature was captured, webbed up alive, drained of blood, and then over the many decades since that death, creatures have either come and eaten what's left of it, or the non-bony bits just sort of rotted away. But
it's like this.
Yeah, this
corpse has been
this
here for a
person
long
died
time.
at least 20 years ago.
Okay.
Can I check around for any hidden doors in here or anything like that?
Oh, also Evelyn, worth mentioning. Amongst
Spider.
all of its remaining belongings, you do find a very nice scrimshaw owl. Thil, it is not magical.
Okay. She'll pick it up and look at it. Put it in her
Okay.
pack.
All right. You guys are checking for more secret passages. Okay.
In here, any
in the
doors or
room.
anything?
Yeah. As you're becoming pretty proficient at finding these secret doors, you're confident that there are none in this room.
Okay. This room passed the 3-finger check, so just let everybody know that it passed the 3-finger check.
It does
So do we
occur. It
wanna,
does
like-
occur to you, Phil, with a smart wizard brain. Maybe this would be more like a wisdom thing. Evelyn, it occurs to you that it seems strange for there to be a spider nest inside what essentially is a side chamber that also had a closed door. But it has been 20 years since the spider webbed that person up, so a lot could have happened since then.
It's also been pretty weird that they had a owl bear hanging out inside of a prison.
Yeah. In a cage that it could open itself.
Well, as Evelyn says that, Phil, you think about all of the horrible experiments you and the other wizards get up to on the daily, and maybe just stay quiet, because an undead owlbear is pretty tame shit compared to some of the stuff that the schools of wizardry get up to.
Yes, those owl bears are good
Boy, I'm glad I've never met one.
never
Alright.
know what type of horrible experiments the out there would be conducting here. How high are the ceilings?
8 feet in this passageway.
Okay.
So basically, for a Dundurin, it's like a vaulted ceiling. So, nah, it's not that. You know, Dundurin are 5 feet tall. Sometimes.
Alright, are we gonna go north? I say north. I'm assuming that's north.
Either that or we can check out this rubble.
I think James is back.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yep,
Sorry.
we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this area has collapsed a long time ago.
Did y'all want to leave this door open back here? Or should we let the mummy rush into
How about this?
Shut it loudly. Yeah, make sure you did it loudly.
Ooh, can somebody try this? See how Phil is standing to the side of that door? If you decide to open the door, Phil, can you try to open it from the side there? Because in Hero Quest, a lot of people were trying to open doors like from the side, like reaching into the space and pushing the door open to, you know, not get shot in the face by whoever was waiting on the side of the door, which was a pretty realistic reaction to not wanting to get shot in the face. So I upped the settings for arm's reach to be 1.5. I think that should allow you guys to open it from diagonal spaces, but I'm not sure.
All right, it's a playtest.
I cannot.
It don't matter.
I cannot open
Yeah,
this door
it's not.
by Evelyn.
Okay. Then hold on a second. Hopefully this doesn't make us refresh the whole damn game. Arm's reach. It feels bad to be able to do it from 2 squares away though, but I think I have to go all the way to 2 to get it to work.
I foresee no problem with me opening this door.
All right. I think for now, yeah, I don't want to go all the way to like 2. Let me crank it up to 1.75 and see if that works. I doubt it will, but I think it wants whole numbers. Let's see. Arm's reach. You can't even put in a number. I have to use a slider. There's so much weird shit. Maximum door interaction distance, global maximum interaction distance. Why do we have 2 different things? I don't get it.
I have no idea what those settings mean.
Yeah. All right. I made it 2, but that's too much. Nope, you can't do 1.75. And I know 2 will work, but I don't want people to be able to open the door from that far away. So it is what it is. All right.
I mean, I guess we can. I wonder if this will work. If I do like shift.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that works.
Oh, okay.
So I have to like step halfway into the.
How immersive.
Oh,
right.
okay.
A half
Okay.
step. That's pretty cool.
So on my way from here to here, I was opening it.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Not standing in the square, technically.
Yeah. When you stand on the crack, no one can hurt you. That's the rules of a grid-based world.
Can hurt your back?
Now that's our world.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
that's true. All right, are we checking these guys out? Or are we going down?
the door's
Yeah,
open.
you see stairs that lead down into darkness.
Let's go open the other door as well and see if that one looks more fun.
No, there's a passageway here.
Oh, this
and then,
passageway does not lead back to those doors.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jojo,
Oh, no.
and Evelyn, as you enter this area, you start to hear some unusual sounds. I will play them. They might come in a little loud.
Oh no. Sounds like eating.
Sounds like
Really bad
somebody's
eating.
eating chips or jelly beans. One of the two.
Or jelly chips.
Jelly chips.
Jojo.
Yeah.
Maybe we should step back a second.
I think I'm gonna step back with you. Yeah. Squeak, squeaking.
Still. Constant still.
Yes,
We can't
that was a
hear you
short
too
trip.
far away.
Still. Constance. There seems to be something in that other room. It's making
Something
it
on-
sounds like something's eating.
Oh, those sounds. All
Yeah,
right.
it's disgusting.
Hmm. Maybe it's the spider.
That's a possibility.
Jojo, maybe
So-
you should set up a trap. Is that not how your ability works? You like say that you set up traps, but you don't actually like pick a square.
No,
until
so
next
you
turn?
prepare them, and then when like the creature walks next to a wall, I can set off a trap. Like it's more like, you know, Black Widow will like throw a sticky bomb on a wall.
So you can't set it up ahead of time, and they just go off on their own. You have to use an action to set them off.
Well, no, they're triggered different ways. It's a combination of like Yu-Gi-Oh and Monster Hunter. Yeah.
So like you have to
So, yeah.
prepare
I don't
what
know
you
that-
can do, but when you
Yeah.
use them, it's based off of a trigger.
Yeah. So if you know a trap that's like knock you down trap, basically it's like if monster does X, activate trap Y. And it works like that, yeah.
Does it use any of your action economy?
Yeah, it's an action too. But I'm
Well, it
throwing-
depends.
I'm
Some of them are reaction based, and some of them
Oh, that's
some of them are special actions, and then some of them are actions. It's very similar to the maneuvers that the other classes get, but ranger maneuvers, the traps essentially, are triggered by the monsters doing things. Whereas other people's abilities are triggered by them doing things, if that makes sense.
Can we turn that sound off? That's nasty.
I mean,
No,
I'm just kidding.
I need the immersion.
it's immersive.
Yeah. Well, JoJo's vomiting in his mouth.
Mm.
So do we want to go around, and is it getting louder closer to this door, or?
Oh, yeah, as you guys are discussing with each other how gross the sound is and what to do, the sound does stop.
Well, Phil and I are basically like, no, that's not how my traps work, Phil.
Jojo, your stomach's not making noise anymore.
No, it's not. I'm gonna bypass this door. I'm gonna go around this way.
Okay, yeah,
What's
you
up?
did see a door to your right that I didn't have to tell you about because you could just see that there's a fucking door. That's amazing.
Uh-oh. Jojo,
These are
there's
cages.
cells.
Cells?
Yeah, there are
There's
cells.
Oh my god! All right.
What's weird
I'm
about
up.
this cell is there doesn't actually seem to be a door for that one.
Yeah. So there's a. It's a pure. It's like a cage. It's just a cage.
Is that actually a skeleton inside, or is just?
Yeah, that's definitely a skeleton inside.
Okay. There's a bunch of doors over here, and then another drain.
Hold on,
By the
your
way.
your lazy dungeon master forgot to make this into a door. Hold on. Is this a door? Yes.
Oh, this way.
All right.
All the doors disappeared.
What? They
Okay, no, they're back.
no.
They're back now.
A
okay.
door just appeared on this cell. Can I see, like, is there anything moving in there, or I kind of can't see this corner, but
Yeah, because I haven't brought my light over.
right, yeah, no, it's okay. So I see nothing. Is there anything? I don't know,
Do you
what's
see
this
that?
side?
Do you see that skeleton that's still in there?
Yeah, I mean nothing moving.
Oh.
I'm gonna ignore that. There's things in here. If somebody else.
I want to place a torch into this brazier and then light another one.
Yeah.
I think I'm down to 2 torches now.
Oh, I need to just give you my torches. Or somebody.
I have some torches you can borrow if you'd like, or have, as it's not able to be given back.
Oh wow. Wait, can I place this here? Does this actually work?
Does what work?
Oh, it's a fireball.
Oh, we all
Oh,
died.
you just killed everyone! How did you make a fireball?
When I clicked on the torch, it like asked me to place down a template.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Where did the
I don't
template?
think
Hold
it
on.
didn't do any damage though. I think, right?
Oh, I turned
No.
that. Yeah, I turned those settings
'cause
off.
no one was
Yeah.
Okay,
targeted,
good.
so it's good.
Okay. Oh, I could put fire in there if you're gonna toss a torch in there. How's your torch supply going? This is the first time I think since the last season of Paradise Vale in all of 5th edition that I've had to ask people about torches.
Yeah, I think I have 2 left.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Constance's gonna reach in and hand you three torches.
Okay, please
From
make
her
sure
to
you're
find.
checking that shiz off. Also, I replaced everybody's tokens because we updated the settings. So if you could toggle on the status for potions, that'd be great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
since we haven't long rested. I think everyone by now has drank a potion except Phil. No,
I drink a mana potion.
Oh, you drink a mana potion. All right. Let's see. Go to actors. Go down to. Did I delete the fire? No, that'd be stupid. Why would I do that? I think I totally did.
There's one in the other room you can copy off of, I think.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay. All right, there we go.
All right.
We've all been potioned.
You know what? I might as well do it. Since I'm out of spell slots, anyways. Actually, no, because if it fails, then I'll gain a level of exhaustion. So I shouldn't do this.
What were you gonna take a drink again?
Take a drink of the mana potion.
Oh,
I have 1 hit dice left. Never mind, I'm not gonna do it.
what does the mana potion do? Does it just to give you back
1 spell slot
1 spell slot?
for a hit dice.
Oh, that's right. You actually have to give up a hit die for that one.
Yeah.
If something jumps out at us, we should probably.
Oh, you hear that weird macaroni and cheese sound again. Coming from back the way you came.
Back the way we came.
Mm-hmm.
Jojo, I think you've got us surrounded. We didn't investigate the source of the sound. Now we're surrounded, Jojo. You're gonna have to go fight it.
Oh, and then it stops.
You were too. That's not how my traps work, Bill. All right, let's go. Let's go to this door. All right.
Oh, Jojo.
No. No. No.
Jojo. As you walk past the door, you start to walk very slowly, and there is a loud splurping sound.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
And you watch Constance as he sort of just like low gravity starts floating in the air. And as he is floating in the air, time begins to slow down because you are in combat now.
Oh, I was like, what's going on?
All right.
Does the old.
Oh no! I think I've got that thing installed that's gonna break Popcorn Initiative, where we can see our hit points and drag everybody around.
Maybe it won't break it for, I don't know, because I think it only broke after like somebody had to leave or something like that, or we had to.
Okay, yeah, let's give it. Yeah, we're play testing. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, this monster is described as incapable. So, you know.
It does not make me feel better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. So Constance is in Phil. Right click yourself and choose the shield and the 2 swords. There we go. Sweet. Oh, and let me grab your homunculus, who I think
who has not been helpful at all.
Oh, I think I deleted him. That's right. He Hadoukened somebody.
Oh, he did his little force damage thing. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, he
Alright.
he helped me a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's very good at passing initiative.
Oh, that's the wrong homunculus. There we go. Oh, I think I killed the homunculus.
Oh yeah. No, the homunculus.
No,
wasn't in
I
the,
killed him when I was
little-
testing targeting. So let me
Oh.
fix him real quick. Oh wow, he has no health. That's crazy. Okay, there we go. All right, so that should be good. There we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, that boss music's a little too dope. We can't have boss music that dope. Let's see. Oh, did I say boss music? There's no boss music.
It's the open. What is it? The mouth breather chewing on his mac and cheese music. Is that what?
Demon versus demon final boss? That sounds pretty exciting. Alright, let's see how this... Alright, we'll see how this one sounds. There we go.
Bill gives JoJo some quick advice.
Alright, I'm going to put combat on Groovy 2. Let me see. 24/7? Is that how I turn it on? There we go. I don't want it to time out. So let's say play this. Oh shit. Hold on. Oh, maybe that's too much. I don't know. Maybe you're being eaten alive as usual. So, all right. It's on Groovy 2, so you could change it to whatever is most comfortable for you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's see. I gotta roll these guys in.
Guys.
All right. Why didn't it add tiebreaker? You guys can't possibly have the same dexterity.
My dex is 16.
Yeah. So JoJo? No, wait. I have to begin combat, I guess. So do I begin combat or do I hit this to begin combat? I wanted to see who had the highest initiative.
Saying I do.
All right. So, but JoJo's got a higher dex. So, well,
Yeah.
JoJo, let's start things off with you. So, when you entered that space, and you were unaware, you were surprised. You were surprised. So, I guess we'd actually just skip over your turn. So you're surprised. You could pass to anybody else, and then we're kind of off to the races. That's weird how surprise round works with somebody that wins the initiative roll.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Constance. You know, I'm gonna pass it to whatever it grabbed me.
Because you're floating up, right?
Yeah. Well, I think. Yeah. I don't know if I'm floating per se, right? I'm definitely being lifted.
Yeah. You are inside something. Transparent and slimy. Let's see.
Okay, I understand now. Okay.
All right. Takes up the space. Other creatures can enter space, but a creature does so. Blah blah blah. Creature inside can be seen. Yep. Okay, so that's happening. So you're gonna pass to the creature that you're inside. Okay.
Yeah. Let's just do that.
Okay.
Also, I yell, I should have put a trap here.
Aw. So the detailed elsewhere.
And we're paused, by the way, in case that has any effect on anything.
Okay. I'm just viewing how weird this set of stuff came in to. All right.
If I remember correctly, if you like manually change someone's initiative to be a like a decimal, it should automatically change it for everybody else.
Oh, really?
I remember seeing something about that at one point.
All right, let me see. I think it's this combat enhancement dude. Yeah, he's like, nope, I'm the boss. Look into my eyes. I'm the captain now. Kind of thing. All right, so Jojo acts, but he's surprised. He's going to pass to the creature that he is inside, which is fine. The creature that you are inside is going to, I guess, digest you. Yeah, that feels right. There we go. Did it roll anything?
I don't see anything.
No, I don't see anything.
Interesting. I wonder if it can't
It's
roll.
because it's paused. Or something.
Is it because it's popped out?
No, it's paused. So.
Oh. Okay, let's
Well,
see.
I mean, it's also, I think, is it still invisible? Because I can't see around this corner.
Yeah, it's invisible also.
Yeah.
It's not
It's not on combat tracker either.
Yeah,
so.
it's not showing up on the combat tracker for us.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Probably because this is visible.
Let me see. I'm gonna try it if it's not popped out. Let's see. Who's this? Nope, it didn't roll it either. Okay, so I got to figure out my maths here, but here we go.
Oh, that rolled.
Okay, you take 10 points of acid damage as you are being digested. And then the cube of ooze is going to... it's pretty happy where it is, I think. So... you also hear the bloop of a Paragon action. Alright. And... oh, here it is! Failed versus Engulf. Okay. It wasn't showing all my actions before when I was popped out. That's troublesome. Alright. Oh my god, that's a significantly higher amount of acid damage than I gave you. Okay. So it's actually 21 points of acid damage.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, and then you took 9 when you went into the creature.
Yeah, so I'm unconscious.
Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, that's the turn. Okay, it's very happy with what's happened. It is so happy, in fact, that it will pass play to Evelyn, as if beckoning her to come and grab her friend, who is now a honeypot.
All right, so I'm gonna step around this corner. See that Jojo is floating in the air unconscious. Scream, like, yell out, like, "What's going on?" And
Is it like using my hand and making my hand wave to them?
Well, remember,
in
in Giffyglyphs, when you're dying, you're actually still in it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think I have a journal entry for that, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. I thought I had gone through and made all those. Okay.
I guess what I'll do is, if I see that Jojo is floating in the air unconscious, I don't know if I can do this with the whole. This is more a mechanical thing, but I don't know if this works. So I'm gonna try and do this.
Okay.
Oh, let me reveal that. Spare the dying on Jojo.
Oh.
I don't know if that works.
Isn't Spare the Dying a touch spell?
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
All right, then. I'm going to run up.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And then cast Spare the Dying on Jojo.
All right. As you reach in to grab him, you feel the searing pain of acid, and that's where that 2d6 damage would have come in. The 2d6 plus 2.
Okay.
So here you go. You take 7 points of acid damage as you reach in and spare the dying. But any damage he takes will once again force a death save. You realize that as you're reaching in, do you just want to try to pull him out instead of casting Spare the Dying?
Yes.
Once you realize that he's floating in an atmosphere of acid, essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Then you will make an opposed check with the creature.
All right. Athletics.
I love how the DM can access like GM layer creatures without having to like switch layers. That's such a nice thing.
Athletics.
All right. It is a DC 12. This creature is does not hit the gym very often. All right. So,
14.
I missed my opportunity too. When it dropped you to 0, it was supposed to play its burp sound effect. There we go. There we go. All right. See, that's what Trigger Happy's for. Could have taken care of all that. Would have only taken me 40 minutes of programming to make it happen.
Yeah.
All right, Jojo, you have been pulled free from the creature.
Tell my
Okay.
mother I love her.
So I have 5 feet of movement left.
Yes.
Can I move him? I don't think I can move him anywhere. Actually. It's
You could pass him to
Can I-
Constance.
Throw him in the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass him to Constance.
Oh, you
and
could
then
item
pass-
interaction, throw him in the room. That's a great idea, Constance.
I don't know.
I know, it is a great idea. I'm not being mean.
I don't know.
It-
I don't know what this room is.
That's true. It's unknown. It's an unknown.
Yeah.
It's an unknown quality.
I'm gonna pass
Throw me in the
him
pit.
to
All right, you pass.
pass him.
You pass the
Constance,
flour
yeah.
sack baby covered in acidic slime over your shoulder to Constance. Constance, it's the responsibility of every patriotic citizen of New Valoria, especially Valorians themselves, to have as many babies as possible. I don't know how many babies you've had, Constance, and how you react to being handed this newborn babe still covered in embryonic fluids, but it's yours now.
Squeak.
I'll reach out and I'll take hold and just give this look of like, this thing is slimy.
All right, who do you pass play to, Evelyn?
Constance.
Okay.
Are we still in a surprise round?
You were surprised. I'm going to say that the others were not because they saw you die and they were like, "Oh my god!" And so they were acting. It says the person who walks into the cube is surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And
That's fine.
honestly, no one else was surprised.
Yeah. Damn.
All right. So
Now,
Evelyn, who do you pass to? You pass to Constance.
Constance. Yeah.
Okay.
So as I have slimy Jojo, I imagine he fits pretty much within one hand, correct?
He is a small creature on the smaller side of the small creature scale.
Would I be able to walk with him while pulling Evelyn back?
Yes. You could use an action to grapple Evelyn and then pull her back, and I would say that you are strong enough that you could carry both of them. However, mechanically, you'd want to have Jojo in this space and Evelyn in that space to do a little choo-choo train action. Because even though Mousekin are small, they are awkward, so they still cause medium creatures to squeeze because you don't want to step on their tail or their foot or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd like to move with them
Okay.
on our train.
All right, you can move at half your normal speed to bring people with you.
So I can get to here, right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll move there, and then I guess I would put Jojo down on this square. Yeah, and then there's Evelyn. So I
Okay.
would just kind of, I guess, item interact to lay him down on the ground. Or is that an action?
No, you could just place him on the ground. That's fine.
Just toss me.
Okay.
He makes a
I feel
little
safest.
squeak. He
And then
makes a
I'm
little
gonna turn
squeaky
over-
toy noise as he hits the ground.
I'll turn over to Phil, and I'll just kind of brush the slime off of my hand and be like, shrug, and then I'll pass to Phil.
Okay. All right, Phil, it's you.
I think we all saw this coming. Okay, that's 5, 10, 15, or I don't know. I don't know if this is difficult terrain with his body. I'll say where. I don't see it. Where is it?
And I whispered, nobody saw it.
Would there be like a slime trail?
I'll chunk a firebolt down the hallway from where I am.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It might have cover. I can't really aim anything but like this direction. So.
All right. It's invisible technically, but since you since it takes up literally the entire hallway, I'm gonna say you'll make a normal attack roll against it. All right. As your firebolt connects with the creature, there is a sort of the air where it hits, and then there's like a singeing scorch mark and the smell of burnt sugar. The creature lets out a gurgling scream, and it appears before you.
Oh my goodness, that face.
We should continue to step backwards, and I'll the rest of my movement.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right, as your turn ends, the creature is going to use its Paragon action to interrupt. It is going to use a move action, and let me tell you, this thing is fast. It starts moving, and that's it. We're done. Okay. There we go. All right. It is going to pass play to the other gelatinous cube.
Oh my god. Behind you.
We did hear coming from the great.
Well, that's it. We're done.
All right.
Who did I add to my will?
Phil, you see some debris kind of floating a bit, and then it begins to head towards you. Now that you know what you're looking for, you squint those Dunduran eyes, and you realize there is another one.
It is.
Good game, everybody.
With a shy look on its face, it tries to prod you with its pseudopod, Phil. Here we go. Oh my. That is a 21.
Yep.
Alright. I wonder why I didn't roll damage. I thought I had better rolls enabled for these bad boys. Better rolls? Weird. Okay. I'll hit the button like a savage. 8 points of bludgeoning damage as it whaps you with its pseudopod. Alright. And then there's a bloop of a Paragon action. Also, one thing that we weren't tracking thus far was spell Burnouts. So don't forget to check for Burnouts. I don't think we should have cantrips cause Burnouts. So that means your Burnout die is a D10. So anytime you cast a spell that is not a cantrip, you roll a D10. If you get a 1 or a 2, there's a Burnout. Which are...
Drop down to an 8 and then you get an effect or something.
Yep. And then we're also going to be tracking notches as well. So that's why we have that resource mod, so that we could track all this crazy shit that we have to track. So you could put like favorite axe and then track how many notches it has on it. All right. So that is that. All right. Next exchange. Will you? Oh, I have to hit act. There we go. Next exchange. Why wouldn't it go
They're
to?
still not showing up.
Huh? Why wouldn't it go to next exchange? Is it because it's popped out?
Yeah, I think that happened last time. Where
Yeah, remember last time Popcorn
Uh.
didn't like being popped out.
God damn it! Popcorn initiative. All right. A lot of
Also,
things
there's-
don't like being popped out.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, they're still not showing up on the tracker.
Oh.
Yeah, just the PCs.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Do this. Do they show up now?
Yeah,
Or the one
one
does?
of them.
Here.
Yeah,
There you
incapable,
go.
susceptible.
Yeah, susceptible and incapable.
They are trying their best, okay? They didn't get to choose their adjectives.
They're doing really good.
All right, so I think susceptible ended last round. So they're gonna pass play to incapable. Yeah, that sounds good. So
I'm gonna use my inspiration point.
to interrupt. Okay, that's
to
fair.
interrupt. All right.
Crash, what was my first roll there? I have it blind.
Oh, you got a 4.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to. I don't have any spells left. I do have a divine intervention. That's an action, right? It is.
Yeah.
It is. And they can just eat. That door does sound like it was a good idea now. Okay. I'm going to.
I mean, you could. I've seen it before. You guys could all try and dive through the creatures. They are amorphous. If you feel like it's better than being trapped in a gelatinous cube pincer.
That is true.
Can we make it in here?
I mean, it's taken up 2x2 square from floor to ceiling.
Can you shove a gelatinous cube?
Technically, let me check. Yes, technically you can shove a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I wonder if this will work.
But you know what's
I can-
really neat about them? Look at that see-through miniature. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Would it make okay? I'm gonna try and kind of up with like a plan. You guys, let me know how you think about this. I can cast guidance onto Constance. She'll get a +4, a D4 to any athletics checks. We can run up towards this. What is that? Is that susceptible? The one that's over here.
Yeah, that's susceptible.
Yeah.
We can run up to susceptible.
They go
See
by
if,
go by sus to their friends. So
Okay, sus.
okay.
Sus GC. Push him and try and get inside his door. I don't know. Or I can try and divine intervention and see what happens.
Not delay our deaths too long.
All right,
All right,
you
that sounds-
interrupted. So what are you gonna do, Evelyn?
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Divine intervention.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's supposed to be a. Oh, I forgot it's different for a GG. So I roll a D20 then.
Yep. Okay. So you need a 19 or 20 to have your deity intervene. Who is your deity?
What would be the life deity for Valorians?
I mean, Paylor's their boy.
All right, Paylor then.
Yeah.
All right. D20. Okay.
Holy shit!
Okay.
All right, you spend an action to call upon your deity for aid. Describe the assistance you seek. Roll a d20 and check on the result of the divine intervention table. The DM chooses the nature of the intervention. The effect of any cleric spell or debate spell would be appropriate. You can use this feature once. You regain this expended use when you finish a long rest. Empowered request. You can spend any number of faith points in divine favor to increase your chances of success. That's pretty hype. 19 plus. Your deity intervenes, though not necessarily in the way you had hoped. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Each of you is healed to full health in a blinding radiance that comes off of Evelyn.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
The light is so offensive to these creatures who have dwelled in darkness for so long that they're going to have disadvantage on their next attacks. But that does pop all of you back to full health. And if you had any lingering effects or ongoing effects, they have been purged by the bright light of Palor's love and sunshine.
Does that include potions?
Yeah, potion status is removed as well.
All right, I'm gonna keep it on because I'm gonna use my bonus action to drink a spell power.
All right.
Potion.
All right. So each of these sweet boys is now dealing with some disadvantage. What is the thingy for disadvantage? It's no reaction. That's not the same. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what the marker is for disadvantage. So, oh, it's this negative symbol. There we go. All right. Also, I broke these because they used to link to like journal entries, and now they don't, which is very sad because it was very tedious to set them up. I think it had to do with like Cub, or I messed with Cub or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Is there a way I can like? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna run over to this way.
Okay.
Stand right here. End my turn. I'll pass it to Phil.
All right, Phil, you're up. Yeah, I didn't see the Palor Inquisition either.
Yeah. So with New Hope, Phil will try to push this gelatinous cube out of the way with a second level spell slot Thunderwave.
All right, you're gonna Thunderwave this big boy in front of you.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna try and cast it.
Susus is gonna try their best. That is a Constitution save. All right, I got you selected. I'm gonna hit Constitution save. They fail. This creature takes full damage from thunder. You see the vibrations of sound through its body, and you also push it back 10 feet, yeah?
Yep.
All right.
Do we want to go through this one instead?
I don't know.
Because I don't know if this
Oh,
is...
that looks dope, dude.
that
Can you-
does look dope.
Fighting off that evil slime. Nice.
All right, I gotta turn off this. Mac and cheese, yeah.
I
okay.
guess I will then move up, item interact, open the door to see if there's some escape,
Okay.
and I'll yell back, It's just a very tiny chamber. Very tiny.
Oh no.
And then I guess I'll move away from it. I don't think we can escape that direction.
All right. Constance, it's up to you.
I guess I'll pass to JoJo.
Jojo will use half of his speed to stand up.
Oh, Jojo, before you do.
Oh no.
This guy's going to use his Susus is going to use their Paragon action, and they're going to move. They're going to move fast. Except I just targeted myself because I'm doing exactly what we did Wednesday night. God damn it. Hold on. Switch. There we go. I'm so glad that I turned off auto damaging though. What a mess that was.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna go 1, 2, 3. No, don't open the door, you goose. I gotta turn off that
You
double.
should go through there.
I gotta
you should
turn off
walk
that double door for or double. Yeah, turn off double arrow for doors. Okay. Yay, playtesting. All right. Now the creature passes its play since it interrupted over to its buddy, Incapable.
So it closed the doors and went by.
Yeah, because it was so big. Because it's so big. All right. Let's see. So Incapable is gonna slurp along this passageway and then try to go on top of all y'all's. All right. As it does, it activates its Engulf. So you guys will need to make some saving throws if you are in the creature's space. Dexterity 12. I'm sorry it doesn't prompt you. I made these monsters before I knew anything about how to build shit in Foundry.
Evelyn, I think it's better to try and jump through one than to be pincered by two.
Yeah.
Let's run this way.
Alright, the cube moves up to its speed. While doing so, it can enter large or smaller creature spaces. Whenever the cube enters a creature space, the creature must make a Dexterity 12 saving throw. On a success, the creature can choose to be pushed 5 feet back or to the side of the cube. If a creature chooses not to be pushed, they suffer the consequences of a failed saving throw, detailed elsewhere. Alright, Constance, because of the unique nature of your positioning, you could go to the other side of the creature if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll take advantage of that.
Alright, at least you can survive. You can go, you know, maybe make a new life for yourself. Befriend that frog skeleton.
I must make babies.
She's gonna not follow in her father's footsteps. Do the exact opposite.
Alright. Okay, so Incapable is done with their turn. They will pass play to... I haven't been tracking this, have I? God damn it.
So it's been me, Phil, and the 2 cubes now.
Didn't JoJo go?
No. Well,
got
I got interrupted, and
Oh, yeah.
Incapable's only used a Paragon. I don't think that they've actually used.
Okay, so now it's going to pass play to JoJo. JoJo, you passed, so you probably don't want to be in the cube space, yeah?
I did pass. I can't. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep. Oh, yeah, anytime you see an ability in chat, if you click on it, it'll open it up accordion style and show you all the details. But I should have been more clear, yeah. When you make the save, you could choose to be in a different space as long as it's within 5 feet.
So I have to go backwards.
They did hidden rolls.
Yeah, I did hidden, so I should have made it public. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. You definitely passed. You got double 22s.
Sweet. But I have to go backwards. I can't go forward, right? To your point.
In this instance, if you wanted to get closer to Constance, you could, but you would suffer the effects of being engulfed, which last time was almost 30 points of damage.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I can't end in this square. Can I end with?
Well, since you're choosing to go to that space, I would say that you would be grappled by it, but it would be the same as like plunging through it on purpose. So you would just take 2d6 plus 2 instead of the full digestion.
Yeah, I would do
But
that
on
if.
its turn, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, probably suck me
On
back
its
in.
turn.
Yeah, it'll just come after you anyways. So if you wanted to put yourself right here next to Constance, like to the left of Constance, you could, but you'll take 2d6 plus 2.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Here you go. The dice tray is so good compared to the one from Roll20. Oh my god. There you go. So you take 7 points of damage.
Okay, and then I will.
And
Pass.
now, yeah,
Yeah.
well, this isn't even your turn yet. We're just trying to resolve the gelatinous cube's turn. So
I got you.
it'll pass play to Thil.
But I got interrupted.
You
I
did.
got damaged.
I mean,
think Phil-
you have
Phil won't,
inspiration
right?
die if you want to use it. I'm just saying.
But I got damaged, so I could take it. So right.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
did.
true.
Yeah, you got damaged, so you could take the initiative.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Okay.
And
In that case, still, my bad. I can't put you back in popcorn once I've activated you. But JoJo's gonna go, and then they'll pass maybe to you. So JoJo, it's a DC 12 to escape from the creature's grapple.
Dexterity.
Let's see. Yeah, to escape it would be acrobatics or athletics.
I don't know why I keep doing them blind.
Oh, wait. Sorry. An engulfed creature could try to... I'm thinking of normal 5e. An engulfed creature could try to escape by taking action to make a DC 12 strength check. All right, there you go. So you... As the creature bowls over you, you deliberately dive into it like a kid diving into a huge wave at the ocean. It smacks you right in the face, singes your fur and your sensitive ears, your very large testicles that you... I don't know, are you a pants-wearing mousekin or not?
I am, yes.
Okay. They're protected by your pants then. And then you, on your turn, summon all of your strength and swim out of the creature.
And then I still have my movement.
And you still have your movement.
I'm gonna run way the F over here.
Okay.
And be like, it didn't hurt. And then I will. So the strength check is my action, correct?
Correct.
Okay, then I will pass to Phil.
All right. Phil, to you.
All right. Well, I don't want to take opportunity attacks from this thing, so I will try and Thunderwave it back again. First level spell slot. Does it help at all if I select it before I use my thing?
No, I turned off auto damaging and all that jazz because it was a mess on Wednesday. It was a mess. All right. Oh
I
wait.
didn't realize I was placing a thing.
So
Oh my god, you did 108 damage to Evelyn?
no.
What?
It just says that the cube failed with a 9.
Oh, okay.
I will aim it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. We just turned off auto damaging, so yeah, it'll still do auto saves. Okay. Sorry.
I didn't mean to place it there. I meant to place it right on top and kind of aim for the ceiling a little bit and try and make a cave in again.
Oh, okay. It kind of hit the ceiling and the creature. It gets blasted back 10 feet. Yeah, this place is old and crumbly. I would definitely say that will cause a little bit of rocks to fall down. Whether or not that is a good thing for you guys or not, we will figure out. Let's see.
Some really nice rubble.
I think I know what happened to the spiders.
This rubble's been with me
Yeah.
since I first got onto Roll20. All right, so that is not enough to block the whole passage, but it is difficult terrain.
All right, and then I will start attempting to get past this thing. I guess I will. I don't know. Mechanically, I don't know what I would do. I'll pass to. Evelyn hasn't gone yet, right?
No, I went first.
Yeah, Constance is the last person in the initiative.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I'll stay here for now, I guess.
Okay. All right. I also want to point out it's very subtle, but Susus is slightly larger than Incapable because Token Mold actually made them different sizes. Anyways.
They are.
I don't know. It means a lot to me. They're also facing different directions. Okay. Constance, to you.
I understand why Incapable is incapable now.
So I'll look back over at JoJo and just gaze at all the slime, and I'll look at Evelyn, and I'll be like, shrug, and then I'll take my battle axe and I'll swing at this cute guy here.
Okay.
How many more Thunder Waves do you have?
Now you can. Oh, Phil, are you rolling your caster checks when you are casting these spells? Your D10s.
No, it's a D10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Any spell that's not a cantrip.
Oh no.
Okay, so that first one from before would have caused a burnout. So this is the first burnout in Paradise Vale. This is really exciting. Let's find out what it does. I thought I made a table for burnouts, but maybe I made them in a different world. That would be really stupid if I did. But I wouldn't put it past myself.
So that now becomes a D8 every time you cast a spell.
Right, so then for your second one, roll a D8 and see what happens. I feel like a good way to track that, you could use a resources tab and just put like a 10 or put like an 8, you know what I'm saying? And then that would represent the size of the die. Let's see. Taking actions, dangerous magic, here we go. Magical burnout. Sometimes the flow of magic goes against you. It's fair, because the narrative of this season is that magic is waning. It's hard to shape, it's too chaotic, it's too powerful, whatever the reason. Some magical energy lashes out. This is called a burnout. When you trigger a burnout, your die gets smaller. And then you suffer a consequence. Roll a D100 and check the burnout consequences table. Well, shit. Did I move? I thought I had made a table for this. PV compendiums. Okay. Aw. It's in one of my other worlds. I'm so dumb. Alright. Wait. Maybe it's in here. Hold on. You know what? I think I put it in shared, and I just didn't bring it over yet. So let me check. No. No. Wait. GG? Nope. God damn it. Okay. So just give me a D... Hundy? I could have sworn I built all these.
Ooh.
Oh, 72. Oh, you are hurt. You lose 2 times the spell level hit points. So you just lose 2 hit points. That's it.
I think did I? No, I didn't upcast that one. I don't know. The first one I upcast, and that's the one that things that I hit.
Oh, you did upcast it to level 2?
The
The first was the one that burned you out, so you take 4 points of damage.
Alright.
Alright. Continue your turn if needed, else we're on to the next next round, I believe. Alright.
Yep.
Alright, who are you passing play to, Thil? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Constance ended the
Um,
turn. So Constance, you swing your axe and only got a 7. 7 does not hit the creature, or if it did, the creature didn't even seem to notice. I would assume it hits the creature because it literally fills the entire hallway. But you were unable to deal any meaningful damage with that 7 attack roll.
So I'm going to move back here, taking an opportunity.
Oh yes.
Uh,
All right. It's gonna lash out at you with its sweet pseudopod. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Features, inventory, pseudopod. There we go. Oh my god. 22 for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna move back to here,
Okay.
and then I'll pass. I'll pass to Evelyn.
All right. So it loses its disadvantage. Shit. Oh well, that probably doesn't matter. I keep hitting the 2 swords and a shield when I mean to hit the status effect icon, which removes a creature from initiative, which is super annoying. Anyways, okay, keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
So with grappling rules, it's you only can grapple up to something one size larger than you, right?
Yeah, 2
believe that's what it
sizes?
is.
2 sizes. Right?
I think it's just one. You can't grapple a.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of the Herculean goober from Odyssey.
Okay. All I want to ask is, would it be possible for me to grapple this gelatinous cube and move it over to the other side of me?
It will pass over you and Phil. You will both take 2d6 plus 2 acid damage.
Hoover it up and spew that on the other side.
And that would be an action, right, to do it?
Yeah. What is your strength also? Because you're trying to
13.
move. I mean, you're trying to move a 10-foot by 10-foot brick of jello.
I think you just gotta jump through.
All right, jumping through then.
That's be the nicest GM ever to let you grapple a gelatinous cube and throw it.
Yeah, the other problem is it can be shoved, but I'm pretty sure it's immune to grappling. No, it technically is not immune to grappling. But I don't think you're strong enough to move it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna look at Phil and say, okay, I think we better try and get out of here. And then as I do that, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and dive through it. Trying to get to the other side. What do I need to make?
All right. So you would need to make, I'm going to say, athletics or acrobatics to basically get through this creature. It is not used to creatures trying to go through it, so I'll just set the DC for it at the normal 12.
Oh shoot!
All right. God, you know what? All this stuff I think is on the Hero Quest thing, and I was supposed to move it over before the game started. But it's okay because I have the book open. But so consequences. We have a table for that too. And it would have been much better if I had the rollable tables on the right fucking world, but I'm getting there. So that is under degrees of success. Also, playtesters. When you fail a check by 1, 2, or 3, you could choose to succeed instead, but you have to suffer a consequence if you do so. So so never give up. If you fall short of a check, you can pass anyways, but then there's going to be a penalty. And that's on you if you decide that you want to take the penalty or if you'd rather just fail. And then if you succeed, of course, then we roll on the success at a cost table because they've actually got all that stuff. It's really neat. Let's see. Taking action, tools, knowledge checks. damn it, where is the let's see, active XP, active defense, wound. There was a table for critical successes and critical failures. I'm trying to find it. Let's see. Oh, I could turn off the macaroni and cheese sounds too if everybody's
Turn that thing off a while ago.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Dangerous magic, active XP, degrees of success. I would have assumed it would be in degrees of success, but oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. If you critically fail, it means you got 10 or more less than you needed.
So I had a
Or
6 out of 12.
so now you can critically succeed and critically fail on skill checks and saving throws. But if it's 10 or more, so it basically creates a situation where you know, you can critically fail and you can critically succeed, but getting a nat 20 isn't necessarily going to do that unless that nat 20 pushes you to a 10 or higher margin. And a nat 1 doesn't necessarily mean you're going to critically fail. It basically like mediates like higher level players not having critical fumbles all the time when they try to tie their shoes and shit. Yeah. All right, so roll a d20 for me, Evelyn.
Did I get a critical failure?
Yeah, the DC was a 12, you got a 2.
I got
so...
6.
Oh, you got a 6?
Yeah.
Oh, because you guided yourself. Never mind.
Yeah.
Then you just failed. So you moved into the creature. You take the damage, but you don't get to go any further.
Okay.
All right.
I
think it's also kind of crazy because I think everybody would be dead if you hadn't gotten the Divine Intervention for Palo, which is kind of terrifying.
It's you know, I got a 20. They had to bring it back, you know.
Yeah.
I had to get 2 1s, so.
All right.
It makes sense. Take that damage.
You take 5 points of acid damage, and now you're just sort of floating in the slime.
Also, I'm not concentrating anymore on guidance.
All right.
All right, and I'm gonna pass my.
Pass to me.
So,
keep in mind, until the slimes get their turns, they're not going to have their Paragon actions either. So you guys could dominate this unless you damage one of them.
All right. Phil yells at Evelyn. Don't let JoJo take the lead anymore. He'll jump in using his action to shove Evelyn through the gelatinous cube and take her place in the cube.
Oh damn. Okay. So give me an athletics or an acrobatics or a strength saving throw.
I'll figure out how to do one of those. Sure.
The saving throws are on the right-hand side of your stats. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, you take a deep breath and then you just barrel in to the slime, just bulldozing your way into it. And then you shove Evelyn out of the slime. As you bulldoze into the slime, you do take 9 points of acid damage. Now, if you have movement left, you could just keep running through it if you want. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, but you get them done during legs, so you'd only. Well. No, yeah, you could be in the same space as. Yeah, you could be in the same space as Evelyn.
You will just be squeezing.
Yeah, you guys would be squeezing.
That makes sense to go ahead and do that. I guess so.
All right. I mean, if you want to stay in the cube, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
All right. Who do you pass to?
All right. I'll pass to JoJo.
All right, JoJo, you're up.
JoJo says, Phil, what did you say on the other side of that cube? I couldn't hear you because it picked up the entire space. Okay.
Good science there. Good science. Yeah.
Um. mm, 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 mm. I'm teeny weeny. Like I can't go up here and grab. Can I grab one of them and pull them?
I mean, what's your strength?
Weak.
Okay.
10.
10? You could probably drag Evelyn. I don't think you could drag Phil.
I mean, I'm wearing heavy armor, so
And you a
You could
small
probably-
creature, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Alright.
should scout ahead.
Hey guys, I'm gonna scout ahead.
Okay.
Let me light a torch real quick since I can't see crap.
All right.
Also, did my
worked
torch
last
go out
time.
from jumping through this?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
All right.
This thing would definitely be putting out torches.
So that torch in the razor is out, and the torch in my hand is out.
Fantastic.
Alrighty.
And is there something I can do to do the lighting, or do you need to do that now?
There should be. Oh, yeah. So let me teach you how to do this real quick. So go to the Compendiums tab, and then you're gonna go to. Let me see if I can remember this. You're gonna go down to Macros, the macro folder. You're gonna click on Shared Macro, and there's gonna be a Change Token Vision. It'll look like a little lantern. And then you could drag that down to your macro bar. Are you able to see it or no?
Yeah, so something popped up, but then it like disappeared. So let me make it's not going. Yeah, okay. All right. Change token vision. I double clicked it instead of single clicked it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't have the Dancing Light script from HeroQuest installed on this one, but it will eventually. Okay. So now you should have the ability to see again. Nice. Now let me move this sweet thing out of the way and grab the fire, because even though I have clickable token stack, it never works when I want it to work. Because, you know, why would I want to reorder my tokens? That's fucking bananas. Alright.
Oh yeah, let me turn off mine.
There we go. Alright.
So I apologize. If I open it up, it says change token vision. When I click on that, it has scope, type, trigger.
Oh, that's weird. Here, I'll just change it for you. I'm
Okay.
sorry. So torch and apply changes. There you go.
All right. Okay. I look down this way and I say, "There's some doors," and then I just run this direction. Oh, I'll have to shut the door on myself. 25. And then I will stand here with a bow ready, but I haven't done an action yet. I'm gonna ready a attack if it.
Oh,
comes
you're
up
going
here.
back the way you came. Okay.
I mean,
Makes sense.
I know that way is safer than the place.
Use one of your amazing traps to slow them down.
I mean, there's so many walls around here.
Are we passing to Constance?
And passing the constants.
All right, Constance, to you. What do you want to do? You want to flee with the mouse, or are you gonna try to help these two who are about to be engulfed?
I want to use item interact to open up this door.
Oh, okay.
I can barely see into it.
Yes.
I'll kind of just. It looks better than a slimy hallway, and I don't know if I want to go back to the corpse with all the webs. So I'm gonna look over at Evelyn.
We're gonna split the party.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna say, well, it looks like you guys need some help. I'll step up here and I'll grab Evelyn and start dragging her back this way.
Can I hold on to Phil at the same time as a reaction?
Take Evelyn and go.
They'll come this way. I still have traps.
All right. You could force.
This combat just got super slow.
What do you mean? Like it slowed down for you, or we're
No,
making it?
Just everyone debating their turns so hard right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost life or death kind of thing. So, Constance,
Yeah.
you can grab one of them and force move them.
Okay. I'm.
It's a tough choice because
Phil-
one of them might
yeah.
die. Yep.
Phil looks
You can go for
pretty
Phil.
bloody.
Yeah,
Evelyn's
go for
in front
Phil.
of me.
All right.
I have the strength
Okay,
to try and
so-
get out too.
All right. You grab
right,
Phil. Now you can continue to move, but you would move at half speed. So you have moved
Okay.
10 feet already. So you can move another 10 feet if your total speed is 30.
Yeah, so
and
I'll
then you
go
can
ahead and
put
do that.
Phil in any space adjacent to you when you're done.
Okay, so I'll move here, and then I'll put him on the stairs below me.
Okay. Here, I'll get you over there quicker. There we go. I can move you through walls.
I've never moved so fast.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, "Don't screw this up, JoJo."
All right.
And
Do
I'll
you?
pass to Sussy.
All right. All
Or
right.
Susie.
All right. Seuss is up. You hear the bloop of one Paragon point, and they are going to move forward with their tremendous speed of 15. And they can see with their blind sight Evelyn, so they're going to access their aggressive ability. Here we go.
Can he move onto his own person?
They are amorphous.
Oh. okay.
Yeah.
So they become
Okay.
bigger.
Becomes one huge gelatinous.
Becomes a gargantuan gelatinous cube.
But they do treat each other as difficult terrain, so and they only have a 15-foot speed, so it would be disadvantageous for it to do that. So it's just going to be queued up behind its buddy.
Okay.
All right. It'll pass to its buddy though, and its buddy is going to go. They're pretty capable, but they're going to try their best. So here we go. It's going to move forward and into you. There we go.
All right.
Dexterity saving throw.
No.
Oh,
Alright.
wow. Yeah. Because that's the engulf, so it's a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. So it manages to get a hold of you. You take 10 acid damage, and you're going to take 15 at the start of the cube's next turn. All right. Yeah, so that is the end of the round. I guess it'll just pass. No. It will pass to JoJo.
Wait, can't just in case.
Mhm.
If it's the last thing it does on his turn, and I got hit, can I steal it for next round?
Yeah, that sounds good.
But he's passing to JoJo anyway, so I mean, I was just wondering as a question.
I mean, I don't think that was covered, but I think that makes sense to me. Because you would be one of the people that could take initiative. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to take initiative?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and escape.
All right. It is a strength save to escape. DC 12. All right, you missed by 1. Do you want to narrowly pass?
Ooh. Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a d10 for what the consequences are. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. You escape, but in doing so, your coin pouch is dissolved open, and you leave behind a bunch of money.
I didn't have any on me anyway. So.
Oh, fair enough. Then you have successfully done it. Treat it as difficult terrain as you move through it.
Okay, so 10, 15.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There's a dark room to your left.
For some reason, it seems like I still have a torch on, even though I turned it off.
No, that's JoJo's torch.
Oh.
Yep. it's shining. You could just see like a little bit of furniture and like a turn in there, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All I can see is like just in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. I'm going to 15 movement, so that will be all my movement to get to right here.
Oh no.
Can I do this? Instead?
That's a pretty hard corner. That's a pretty hard corner.
How about?
You can just
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,
Right
2,
here,
the
and-
3.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
And then I'm gonna pass to Phil. Actually, wait. I'll pass. Yeah, I'll pass to Phil.
Okay, as you go to pass, Incapable is going to interrupt with their Paragon action that they just got back, and they are going to move forward. They can only go 15 feet, so they get to there. So I need Thil and Constance to make Dexterity saving throws DC 12.
Now on this one, would the danger sense count? Is this
Yes.
an attack?
Yeah, it's definitely.
So I'll have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, question. Can I use inspiration to interrupt their interrupt? Their Paragon?
I want to say yes. That's a good question. Let's see. Combat, taking action, exploration. Active initiative. There we go. Let's look this up. Dynamic round, taking turns, ending the round, interrupting. If you haven't taken your turn yet in the round, you have a chance to steal the initiative. This is called an interrupt. There are 2 ways to do this. You can spend an inspiration point, or you take some damage. Variant interrupt points. If players are spending their inspiration points often to make interrupts, or if you want your monsters to have interrupts, you can give them to the example of play. Huh. It doesn't actually say if you could interrupt an interrupt. Let's see. If you want to interrupt, you must do so before the next person starts the turn. You can't interrupt if you've already acted this round, and you can't interrupt an ally. That's interesting. I would say you could interrupt an interrupt. That sounds kind of hype, but I don't know if you lose the points for doing it, or if we resolve it like Magic the Gathering counterspells, like you get to go, but then it goes back to the person who was going to go. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it wouldn't lose its Paragon. I feel like that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna ask the Darker Judge of Peeps real quick. Can you interrupt during, what is the term that they use for this? Dynamic initiative? Dynamic
Active initiative.
Oh, an active initiative. Alright. I only misspelled like 5 of the words there. There we go.
So, Paragon actions, they're spending a Paragon action to interrupt, or are they spending a Paragon action to take an action in between turns?
Oh, they're taking an action in between turns. So I guess you could interrupt them, and then they basically get their point refunded and have to wait for another chance to use it. Which is fine, because as soon as you're done, they could try to use it again.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, Jojo, as it goes to do its Paragon action, which would have been to move on top of everybody, I'll move it back. You take your turn instead.
Okay. Gonna come to about right. I need to be able to see it. Where was it at?
I think
It
it was...
was like 15 foot to the left.
Yeah, it was back over here.
All right, I'm gonna move to right here, and I'm gonna use that trap I laid earlier that you guys didn't see.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a snare trap.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw. Oh, so it says that when a creature that you can see is within 15 feet of you or your allies, activate the snare trap. Wisdom saving throw. My DC is low. 12. And they will be grappled. I'll use an extra scrap to attempt to grapple it for 2 turns.
Okay.
Nice.
This is your snare trap. This one right here.
Snare, correct? Yes. Yeah,
All
I
right.
couldn't. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was trying to place it on those.
Yeah, you hit the little hood. If you mouse over the hoodie guy when you're looking at your inventory, it'll turn into a die, and then you click the die, it'll pop over here.
Okay.
All right. Snare trap. And you're increasing the duration of how long it's trapped. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. Here we go. It passes. All right. It just sort of eats the trap. It just sort of like gobbles it up into its body.
It was a poorly placed trap.
Oh. I mean,
All right.
it's, you know, it's the size of the whole hallway. Okay. Anything else from JoJo?
Oh, that's all I could do because that was all my movement.
Oh, okay. Then the creature, now that you are done,
There's a lot of people here.
who are you gonna were you gonna pass to somebody? Otherwise, oh, you have to declare that you're passing, and then if it doesn't like it, then it uses a Paragon action. Got it. Okay.
Okay. I will pass to Phil.
Okay. I think, chat, I think the wisdom save versus the grapple was to see the snare, because wisdom is your perception. So I think that's why it's wisdom. No, somebody in chat was wondering.
Yeah, no, I was gonna, all the traps are whiz because of that. It's a perception or
okay.
That's the idea.
So who do you pick? Who do you pick to go?
Phil.
Okay, before Phil could go, the creature's going to Paragon action its way onto you guys. So Phil and Constance, give me dexterity saving throws. It would have been so clutch if you had succeeded, though. Oh, did you switch to slime dice? Oh man, it did.
I was gonna say
that's an advantage.
if you just wanted to use the rolls we had already made for that.
Oh yeah, if you guys had already made them, but I mean, you would be caught then, Phil. You would be caught.
Yeah, but Constance wouldn't.
Oh.
No, I had advantage on these.
Oh yeah, because you're a barbarian.
It's a danger sense.
Yeah. Just roll fresh. It all got interrupted. So give us a fresh roll there, Phil.
It's time paradox.
All right. It all happened the same way, anyways. So Phil, you get absorbed into the cube as it kind of glurps around the corner.
It's way faster than the
You take 7 points of damage and are engulfed inside the cube. You can't breathe, etc., etc., etc.
Oh no!
All right. It will then. It can't pass to itself. So it will pass to Evelyn.
Okay. I'm going to try.
Oh, that's right. Right.
Oh yeah,
5
Constance,
feet.
you got to pick a 5 foot. Yeah, a new 5 foot space. So probably on top of the mouse skin.
Can I go on? Okay.
You can. Either way, you'll be squeezing.
Yeah,
No, this is fine
you can.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try and grab. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try and grab Phil.
Okay. That would be a strength save, DC 12.
Strength save or athletics?
I think because you. Oh no, we did it before as athletics. To pull him free, so that's fine. Yeah, do athletics.
Okay.
Oh damn. Okay. You yank him out.
All right.
You can move half your speed.
All right. So 15 feet
Okay.
to here. I'm gonna place Phil over here,
All right.
and then.
Thank you.
All right. Who do you activate?
Wait. I'm just gonna see what I can use for a bonus action real quick. Okay, I'm just gonna pass it to Constance.
All right, before Constance can go, this slime Susus uses its Paragon to move. All right, and then Constance, to you.
Have we learned nothing, JoJo?
No, not quite.
And,
I learned that if I can't see something, no.
And
Yeah, they are.
with that, I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shove this cube in front of me.
Okay.
Back. So what would that be for?
That would be an athletics with advantage.
Okay.
All right. Cube will try its best not to get pushed back. It got a 21. Holy shit! All right. Yeah. You did not succeed by 10 or more, but you certainly succeeded. So you shove it back 10 feet, and it hits the other one, and they kind of merge for a second. It's awkward. Maybe there'll be a baby gelatinous cube later. I don't know. And then?
And then I'm gonna smirk at JoJo and be like, "Don't fail me," and I'm gonna run down here.
Close the
And
door,
then-
just leave me.
Oh God! Oh, I can't watch another mousekin die. I'm canceling
gonna
Paradise
pass.
Vale. I can't do this.
I'm gonna pass the Phil.
All right, Phil. After you, 2 gelatinous cubes are gonna hammer JoJo.
Oh man.
JoJo is the little white girl on the couch, and these 2 gelatinous cubes are standing by on the couch, and they are ready to start filming. It's real bad.
Oh,
No.
man. I'm so slow. Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be.
Don't worry, my cousin Coco's coming.
Wait a second.
Oh,
Okay, this is all I got.
How many
I'm gonna
traps can you
walk
activate
up.
per round?
I don't think there's a limit. It's based on your action economy and how much scrap you have available.
oh no, that was the last of my scrap.
Oh,
That was all of it.
All right, I'm going to say, JoJo, run, and Party is standing there. And I'm going to my last spell slot to oh man, is there? I can't like summon a Tinser's floating disc under him or anything, can I?
Yeah, you could probably do that. He doesn't weigh 500 pounds. Tensor's floating disc does 500 pounds.
It wouldn't do any good because I'd have to move 20 feet away, and I'm not fast
Oh.
enough to take the distance.
I mean, if you have another thunder wave, you could try to knock this bad boy into their buddies, and then.
That's what I'm doing. And
All right.
This is my last spell slot.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Check for Burnout too with that D8.
Oh wait, no, target that one. Okay.
The cool thing about Burnout is the spell still happens. The Burnout happens after the spell happens. All right. Incapable. It's gonna try to make their save. Here we go. Did I make it? Oh, let me try again. Oh, they made the save this time.
oh
I
no.
got a 3 for my burnout.
It's 1 or 2, so you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
All right, so that's 2. Let's see, that's 20
Oh,
feet, 25
I mean-
feet.
JoJo's very dexterous. Maybe he'll be able to.
That's true. Yeah, if you escape the things, you can keep going. All right.
I'm completely out of spells.
Who do you
We have to run.
do you pass to incapable or Susus?
I'll pass to the one in the back, please.
Okay. Susus is so upset because she can't push past this other one because it's in the way. So she's gonna use a shove action to push this one forward. So that's half of their normal speed, and their speed is only a 15. So this is gonna push. Let's see. I could probably just move them together. That'd be much cuter. All right. Let's see. And cuteness matters. Cuteness matters. And I would use the arrow keys, but that'll just open that fucking door up. I don't want to do that.
Did someone close this door?
Yeah.
Phil used item interaction to close that one specifically.
All right. And then she's gonna use her aggressive ability. So she's gonna move, and then she's gonna move, and then she's gonna dash, and then she's gonna bonus action, dash again. So she does manage to move far enough up, to push Incapable into JoJo. JoJo, go ahead and give me that dexterity saving throw. Oh my goodness. No. That is outside of the 1 to 3 range to fail into success. You are captured by the cube. Oh man. Okay.
Which cube has him?
So that is 8 points of acid damage, JoJo.
It's incapable. Okay.
Oh no.
So if I do that, no, it doesn't.
Are they getting to move and use an action when they use the Paragon?
The engulf is any time they move into another creature's space. It just happens. So that's not like their actual. I mean, they could do that as an attack. Basically.
More general, just like any creature that has Paragon action.
Oh no! Paragon action is an action or a move.
Okay.
But the gelatinous cube, with its engulf, it moves, and then if it moves into a space, it causes the effect. All right. That brings us to Incapable, who now has you inside of it, so you take 13 points of acid damage.
Boom, unconscious.
Oh, damn. Okay. And then it's going to use movement, carrying your body with it. It's going to come slurping up the stairs, and I guess it'll get to Evelyn. Dexterity saving throw, Evelyn.
Oh my goodness, it's so fast.
You guys have double their speed. All right, you can move into a space adjacent to it.
All right. Okay.
Okay. That is its turn. That brings us to the next round.
There's no way it got through that door.
Oh, wait. You locked the... Yeah, it can go through 5-foot spaces, no problem. It's amorphous.
No way.
If you enclose both doors, then maybe it would have been okay.
Actually, if that happened, it would have went through and left JoJo behind.
JoJo is gone. JoJo is dead.
All right. Obviously, in the next exchange, it's gonna just pass right back to Susus. Susus is gonna move up, and then they're gonna ready in action to come in as soon as there's room. All right. Susus will pass to Thil.
We're so dead.
You're only dead if you keep trying to save the mouse.
Yeah.
These are the hard lessons that the season 1 Paradise Vale players had to learn.
You guys don't owe me anything.
Ask anyone from season 1 about Umberhulks. They'll tell you. So
it's actually faster than me because it gets to move 30 feet around. I have to dash.
That's true.
Actually, if it could see you, it could move 45 feet.
Okay, so it's way.
No, you're still faster. You could still beat it in a foot race.
I can move 40 feet.
and you move 50. That's more than 45. You'll be fine. What's the plan, Phil?
Oh man.
You were saying the turns were taking too long. It's up to you.
Sure. I will. Oh, no, can't do that. I'm going to. I don't care about Phil. He's gonna die. All right. Firebolt it. I'm just gonna firebolt it.
The one that has JoJo?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, no, is this the whole thing about? Oh no. Oh no.
I don't think I think these guys are big enough that it doesn't hurt the creatures inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you hit the creature's outside parts, you hit them very hard. It takes 5 points of fire damage. Josh in chat says, maybe I need to play a ranged character. All right.
I mean, the only person that died was the ranged character.
Yeah.
Phil, what do you got for... who are you passing to?
I will run to this door, and I will open it up.
And you fling it open.
And I'll say... Yeah, I'll use Item Interact to fling it open.
Okay.
And,
Oh, by the way, my torch is gone. I probably shouldn't have light anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh,
that
God.
means me and Constance can't see.
I'll say it. The cube is too fast.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And I'll attempt to pass to Candace.
Okay. You guys just got plunged into darkness.
Okay. I'm gonna reach in and grab JoJo's corpse.
Okay.
floating body.
As you reach into the slime, you are going to take 2d6 plus 2 points of damage.
Okay.
You take 9 points of acid damage, reaching in for his body. He's not dead yet, so this is going to be an action to pull him free. So give me a strength check strength save with advantage because you're raging.
I would like to assist with that.
So let's see that strength save. DC 12. Oh my goodness! Do you want to fail to succeed? It is within the margin.
Can I spend my inspiration? How does that work again?
Inspiration, you use it before a dice roll, and you make that dice roll with advantage. You already had advantage. You are within 3, so you could fail to succeed if you want. Or sorry, succeed at a cost. All right, give me a D10 roll real quick.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters, but I can see something up here.
Yeah, that means there's a light somewhere in there.
Oh, okay. I'll look for it. Is there? I don't see a light. Let me.
It might be back. Is the torch in the corner still lit?
Nah.
Because it looks like it's brighter here.
Yeah,
But there's a line like right here.
I'm not seeing anything on the lighting layer. Huh. Weird. Okay.
So 5.
Okay, 5. Sorry. You gain a condition. All right. You reached into acid. I'm gonna say you're taking ongoing acid 1. So at the beginning of each of your turns, you'll take 1 point of acid damage.
The slime is stuck to you.
That can be removed with a DC 10 medicine check, or at the end of each of your turns, you could try a dexterity save to remove it that way.
Okay.
All right. But you did pull JoJo free. You can now move with JoJo. Half your speed. I'm gonna honestly say that JoJo's so small. We'll stick to raw. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to throw him, he's small enough you could throw him pretty far.
I'll go limp. If it helps.
I'm gonna just kind of tuck him under my arm.
Okay, like a little
and
football.
I'm gonna yell out, yeah, I'm gonna yell out towards Phil and be like, "I can't see you, but I'm coming for you." And I'm gonna
I'm
move
right here. Why can't you see me?
10, 15, 20, 25. And I guess I
You're
kind
going
of,
to have to abandon us.
I
You're so
I
bad.
sort of kind of bump into him, and I'm like, "Oh, there you are." And I'll just kind of look at JoJo nestled under my arm, and I'll be like, "You didn't learn, did you?" And I'll pass to Evelyn.
All right. Do you want to pass the mouse baby off to the dwarf while you're at it, or?
No, I'm just gonna keep him coddled under my
All
arm.
right. Evelyn, play has passed from Constance to you.
Okay. Huh.
I had to move this one out of the way because, token stacking.
I can't see anything, so.
Oh.
All right, so I'm gonna
Down this way, Evelyn.
follow the sound
Okay.
and go this way. I don't know. What...
You're running.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't see shit either.
All right.
ran up on me.
Incapable is going to try and hit you because you can't see them. It is going to be with advantage as you try to flee. 21 for 12 damage.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Dash and keep going.
Keep going where? Okay, I guess I'll dash.
Okay.
The darkness.
Oh, I see a dead body there. Is that's Phil? I think the door's over here.
Okay.
No, we haven't explored that one. Go the other way.
All right.
Oh my god.
Wait, all that was difficult terrain too. Oh crap.
If you move through your allies, yes. If you went to spaces next to them, no.
Okay. I guess like bumping into them, I would have ran to the spaces next to them and got to over here. And so okay. Can you?
Keep
I can't tell.
away from my voice.
All right. There you go. I'm gonna pass my turn to. If I pass it to JoJo, he's just gonna make a death save. Maybe it'll be a 20. Go for it. Pass it to JoJo.
All right. JoJo, you got to make a death saving throw. And remember, in Giffyglyphs, these stay with you until you long rest. Fucking crazy.
Good question.
Yeah.
Is dying condition? I can say something, but that's basically it. All right.
Yeah, I had that also that I was supposed to port over here. Oh my god, I was so busy working on a hero quest. Let me open that up real quick. Death and resurrection. Not that we're gonna need that chapter.
Right.
All right, you gain the new dying condition. You drop whatever you're holding and fall prone. You can't move, take actions, or use reactions. You're aware of what's happening 15 feet around you. You can speak a maximum of 2 words. 2 words is the number 2 is actually in italics per round. Attack rolls against you have advantage. You fail, automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. You must make a death save at the start of your turn.
All right.
I'll make a journal. Oh damn! Yeah, you got 1 hit point, and you can take your turn. You just start prone, and anything that you were holding is back inside the gelatinous cube. So, what were you holding? Just your torch?
Just my torch and my bow.
Oh, okay. Then the bow and the torch are inside the gelatinous cube. The torch is out.
All right.
You know what? It's not going to make much of a difference, but this guy's had 2 torches put out inside of him. I'm going to give him 2 points of damage because the torch does. Yeah. There we go. You've almost dropped him to 100 health.
I can't do it again.
You're doing great. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Do you need lights? You seem to be fumbling around a lot.
I immediately strike another torch while Constance is carrying me.
Okay, fair.
Whose arms am I in?
Don't worry. You will learn, Jojo.
You'll probably need your action to dash. These are very
Is Constance my mount? Can I use my speed to make her move?
No, Constance is not your mount. Oh, damn, it looks... So... Honestly, after not being able to see, it's such a relief to suddenly have a torch to be able to see again. Oh my god.
Ah, the big room.
Yeah, there's a lot of pillars in that room. That room is very large. The corners are choked with ancient spider webs and rotting barrels. The ceiling is obscured by shadows that seem to slither away from your torchlight.
Yeah, screw that.
Okay, so that was 45 feet. I got 2 more.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump out of Constance's arms.
Okay.
Man, right here, and book it. So rolling is an action. Is that correct? So I only get my 25 feet.
Whatever your speed is, you would be half speed to stand up, or in this case, you know, get out of her arms, essentially.
Okay. But is the death save, is that my action?
Oh no, that just happened.
The torch was.
But the torch was your action. Like your eyes flew open, you immediately grabbed a fresh torch and lit it.
But I was in the dark. Okay. Okay, that's as far as I can go.
Okay.
And what, guys? It was a trap. They're better traps than I am. I will pass to the cube.
All right, incapable is going to take their turn. So they're going to move, and then they're going to try and engulf Constance. Constance, dexterity saving throw, DC 12.
With advantage.
Oh hell yeah! All right, that is a critical success on your saving throw. So,
Sweet.
Let's see. I have so many Giffyglyph tabs open right now.
So it takes 100 points of damage.
Roll a d20 for me. Constance.
Yep.
An 11. You learn a rare piece of information. I don't. What the fuck? Can you roll again for me? I just don't feel like it.
These are gelatinous cubes.
Okay. Constance, you could regain a healing surge, if you would like. If you were down a healing surge, or you could purge the potion status if you have that.
Could you take a drink and purge it?
So I guess since you don't have potion status, yeah, you could regain a hit die, which I think you're low on. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And then move into a space that is adjacent to the cube. All right. It can only move into your spaces if it is forced in by another, by force movement, or if it engulfs. So I can't actually move it into your spaces, because you guys are aware of it, and you would be like, no, and like put up your hands, like stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome powers with those.
Yeah. All right. Incapable is going to pass play to Evelyn.
So,
Okay.
not to be a tool bag, the other guy was holding his action to move.
Oh, thank you. Take DM inspiration for helping these gelatinous cubes out.
Get ready to use that inspiration.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
All of you, just run. Just stop using your actions to pull other people out and just run. Just run.
Phil, you're hurting me. Phil, your bravery inspires me. Please take DM inspiration.
Does Bless work on saving throws?
Yes, Bless definitely works on saving throws.
Okay. Is my turn?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use Bless on 3 of them and then run.
Okay.
So all 3 of you are blessed.
All right. Bless is the little blue D4. So
And
if you
then
go to your
I'm
stat, there you go.
Also, I can't see. 20. No, there's a wall there.
Stairs down that hallway. Be careful.
20. Take 1 step, and I can't see any more after this. All right, and I'll pass my turn to Phil.
Okay.
That's free movement down those stairs.
Actually, you have to go. You have to go up those stairs. You came down these stairs.
Oh
remember?
yeah, that's true.
All right. Evelyn passes to Phil.
All right, Phil. All right. I don't have any spells left. I'm no good to anyone. Hey, Crash, are we using the rules where, like, if magic pages get burned, they'll explode and stuff?
That's in there, right?
Yeah, I think it was a variant. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down for exploding spellbook. You're gonna light your spellbook on fire.
I'm going to grab as many of these. I've got 8.
Oh my goodness, the potions.
I've got 8 unknown magic scrolls. I'm gonna just grab as many of them as I can with an item interaction, and just shove them in to the ooze.
So the question here is, you've got 3 readied items. Is your scroll case one of those items?
I don't know. I didn't actually ready anything.
Well, if you didn't ready anything, then you would know right now what your 3 readied items are.
Okay, I guess 3 magic scrolls then.
A scroll case would have all the scrolls in it.
Okay, scroll case, flask of healing, and
I'm assuming arcane focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are my 3.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna try and use my action to ignite my scroll case.
I haven't had this many books open while I DM'd since like 2nd edition. This is fucking ridiculous. All right, hold on.
You're telling us.
Yeah. Someone in chat used the word diabolical, and I agree.
Let's see. Wizrobe down here at the bottom. Variant dials. Exploding. No spell script. Spell capacity. No, this is important. This is the first wizard blowing up spells in Season 2 of Paradise Vale, so we want to get this right. Changing prepared spells, arcane tradition, spell research, spell savant, potent glyphs, spell script, your dialect, spell paper, writing spell script, your spell book.
Yeah, I think it's under spell book.
Okay, it's Oh, you're thinking of capacity burnout. If your spellbook capacity is ever exceeded, your spellbook will purge itself and erase them. Volatile power. Here we go. Spellbooks contain powerful magical writing that can be very unstable. If the spellbook is destroyed without proper caution, such as being incinerated, it may erupt with magical force. Roll a d100. And of course, if the result is equal to or less than the number of spell levels stored in the book, it explodes. Every creature nearby has to make a saving throw. It suffers one. If you fail, you suffer 1d12 force damage plus an additional 1d12 force damage for every 10 spell levels contained in the spell book.
Yeah, I guess my. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be better to do the spell book or the scrolls, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you wanna stuff your spell scroll bloop into that creature and then fire blast it at point blank, I'm down for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Hold on a
What was the
second.
range again of that explosion?
I'm not gonna survive the opportunity attack from this thing, and if I don't dash, I can't make it.
Now, here's the thing. It's a 30-foot radius still. So, do you want?
Yeah.
You want to hold your? You want to try to hold your action to do it to give them a chance to escape?
They're gonna interrupt and just engulf us. Yeah, I guess I'll hold my action for when it tries to move.
All right. This is all 5 of the scrolls that you found.
All 8.
8. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. Wow. That's gonna be a lot of. That's all right. Okay. That brings us to. So Phil's writing in action. Who do you pass play to?
I'm gonna turn to Constance and say, "I foresaw this happening. Get out of here."
All
I
right.
don't think I can save you. I'm sorry, Phil. And then I look at JoJo and I'm like, we learned nothing. And I'm gonna take disengage action,
Oh, okay.
and so it's basically now I can just move up to my full speed. Right?
So, Phil, is your readied action that you're concentrating on a fire blast to your scroll case and your spell book? You're just basically gonna blow yourself up as soon as they're clear, or as soon as the creature tries to move. Which one is it? Or is it both?
Either works.
Okay. Okay.
Either works.
All right.
Oh man, hopefully he doesn't Paragon action.
I mean, if it moves and the mouse is still here, yeah,
Mhm.
it's getting shot.
All right. All right. Fair enough.
So I'll get to here, and then I can still use dash as a bonus action, right?
Only rogues can dash as a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of just look down at Phil and then glance at the secret door and be like, I don't have small fingers. And I'll pass my turn to JoJo.
All right, JoJo.
Running. 20, 25. Bye, Phil.
Do you close the door or no?
Is there a door there? Yeah.
That's the secret door, yeah.
Door.
Damn.
I put my 3 tiny little mouse fingers in there.
Oh fuck.
And a tear rolls down as I think about the fate points that we got before we started this campaign. Yeah.
All right. As soon as that door closes, JoJo, you have to pass to one of those slimes. It doesn't matter which one because Phil's gonna do his thing. Phil, the door closes with the loudest fucking sound I've ever heard in my life. What kind of spell? How many spell levels are in your spell book, by the way?
There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 first level. And
Okay.
4 second level.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Give me that D Hundy roll. Oh, it worked.
Oh boy.
All right, I need you to roll 4d12 force damage. Everybody's got to make a Constitution save, including you. Okay, 16. It's volatile. D12s, they're volatile. All right, both of these cubes are gonna go for it. Here we go.
Oh no.
All right, you oh wow, everybody did bad and 2 critical fails. I like how it said they have to make a Constitution save. Not trying to call out Giffyglyph here, but because he made some amazing rules here. There's no actual DC here for how hard it's supposed to be. It just says they have to make Constitution saves. All right, we'll just set it to your spell DC. What's your spell DC?
It's like, I don't know.
13, 12?
Yeah, it's like 13.
Okay.
It's 8 plus 3.
It's under your armor class on your sheet.
Yeah, 13.
Okay. As you do this, and it blows up, yeah. There is a loud collapse as the ceiling kind of gives way. And you cave in this whole section of the dungeon. Alright. And on the other side of the secret door, Constance, I don't know if there's a tear running down your cheek or what, but you hear this loud explosion, and then the sound of, like, stone collapsing. Oh, damn, he will be remembered as my father has been. Take DM inspiration. Oh, man. just owning that lore. Just so good. Thank you so much. Wow. Alright, let me stop this music, because the battle has ended. The creatures will feed. Or will they? Phil, can you join me in secret chat?